Hello YouTube and welcome to episode number 27 of our two-handed physical Archon, where last episode we did the Fort Icon prison up here. We killed Commander Lucius, we rescued the supplies, and now it's time to move on through the plains of Strife and up to Necropolis. So let's get after it. The plan is we're going to go through the plains of Strife, we're going to find the Chthonic Rift and go in there to get the other part of the or the spirit of Mugdrog, so we can finish that quest. And while we're in there, we're going to kill Bane Gargoth on this difficulty as well. And then we'll move on to the Necropolis. Hopefully I can get a decent amount done today. I haven't set a timer, actually I should do that. Try and get a longer video for you guys. Saw one of them was, where are we, timer, start, right. So I saw one of the videos that I made yesterday was 17 minutes long, and that's a little bit short, I think. So we're going to aim to do better this time. So yeah, I'm going to go on the right. I said this in normal when I did this in normal, that you want to be careful going on the right hand side when you get to ultimate, because of Locksmere, who will spawn over here, and she will eat your lunch very, very quickly if you're not careful. You can avoid her completely by just going on the left-hand side. But she's not here, I don't think, in Elite, and if she is, well, I guess we'll find out when she finds us. So I'm just checking the spawn locations for the Chthonian Rift, which I think there's another one down here. I think the other one's over here. So we got a level up there too. Alright. I'm going to put 1 point in the Guardians, just to get them on the go. Kind of get used to seeing them, I guess. I think you get 2 to start. Yeah. They will do somewhat decent damage just on their own. It's not going to be amazing. But because their stats scale based on my stats, let's just see how good they are. Okay, the answer is not very. I actually had thought they would be more effective than that. That's fine. So as I said, we're in here to find the Spirit of Mugdrog, which will show up on the map as a star, and then we're going to go into the next, I guess the next layer deep in here, and we're going to kill Bane Gargoth as well. So we just have to find the things we're in here looking for. I think there's a treasure trove in here as well. I really should have the maps up, but I don't know, it just kind of seems like cheating to just go through following a map. Go, oh look at this treasure trove I just accidentally stumbled upon. I don't know, I probably will do that in Ultimate though, let's be honest. I don't want to miss any of that sort of stuff. Especially Exalted chests, it's definitely worth getting those. Okay, how's this looking? Alright, I'm gonna not go into that top area just yet. That's gonna be the last area we go into. Say hi to this guy. How do you say that? Kelfat Edoth? Idoth? Okay, sure. I'm actually taking a decent amount of damage there. I'm pretty sure it's these Void Fiend ranged attacks. So I'm more or less just hugging the outside wall, and I'm going to do a complete circle around until I find the star on the map. And once I have that, I will beeline for back up here. Also going around like this may find the exit as well. Although I think from memory, when you exit from the portal behind Bane Gargoth, it just takes you back out to the Plains of Strife. And I'm starting to get the feeling that the spirit that we're here to find is going to be in that top section. Just a hunch. There's level 19 on the turtle shell. Okay, there's our exit that I don't think we're going to have to use. And looks like the spirit of Mugdrog is going to be up here.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, there it is. So aside from, 20% of a level, a little jaunt around the inside for the Forsaken Wastes was a bit of a waste of time. But that's okay. Let's head on in and say hi to Bane Gargoth. Okay, so we're in the bottom left, and the guy we're looking for is kind of in the middle. I don't remember the exact layout, but I think we just kind of come up here, and that might be him on the right there, actually. Yeah, there he is. Alright. And then we just hold down left click and wait for him to die. And behind him there you can see the Exalted stash, which is nice. Means I don't have to go looking for it or skip it. So sweet. Guaranteed blue, or in this case a purple. Did I already have that? I feel like I already had that. Oh, it's more of an elemental thing. No good for us, but that's fine. We got what we came for, and we're here to kill him and get the spirit. So we just need one more shrine, plus that one that will go and turn in. I think now actually we'll go get the next rift portal or rift gate, and then we'll go talk to Mugdrog. Alright, here is the gates. This is the rift gate we wanted. Alright, I need to grab an ancient heart, and then we'll go get that shrine. And then I think the one just before the gate, or the Necropolis interior, will be our 55th devotion shrine, and we won't need to do any more of them. Any that are kind of cheapish though, I will probably do, just because they do drop loot as if they were, I think they're pretty much the same as an ancient totem in terms of loot they drop. So I think it's the valley. Yes, it is. I always guess that, and usually I get it wrong. But today I guessed correctly. Forsaken Savage Totem, we're going to do that as well. Just clear the area out. I think this would probably be fine even without clearing the area, but may as well do it. So these guys do a bit of damage, huh? It's fine. Okay, Dirge of Arcovia. Really nice for Necropet builds. Really not very useful for this build. Alright, we'll use that one. I think we already had one of these Loaf Bloom bands not long ago when I sold it. I'll probably end up doing the same with that one. It's one of those things that's like, it would be nice to use if I had a third ring. But unfortunately it's only the one. Okay. Let's do our little fight. And there we go. Alright, Will of Fate. Is that the same gun again? I swear I just sold that thing. Anyway. Myrmidon set. Soldier Necro. Fair enough. Alright, again, I'm not going to mess with him. I don't want to... I mean, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't, but I don't want to accidentally anger him and then have to fight him. Right, that will complete Olzard. Another 130 health, bit of Aether res. Which I believe means we have 1 point left. I think I'm supposed to take that out, actually. Anyway, I'll have a look at the devotions after this video, I guess. In the meantime, to the Necropolis. Oh, I actually suppose I should go turn in the Kaimon stuff. And did I end up getting the... where is it? Kaimons? Yes, I do have the writ for them. Getting close to honored for the Outcast, having never done any of her quests. So, I'm glad I didn't nuke my Black Legion reputation by doing her quest. What's next? Already slain it. I will recover the relic. What is the relic? The Eye of Korvaak. Where is this? Kaimon's Secret. North of Darkvale, in the mountains, is a tomb. Okay, I think I know the one. I have actually never done this quest, ever. So I am kind of winging it here. But I think we'll go do that. I didn't do this one on normal, so I've done up to this part on normal. I think he said in the mountains. I'm pretty sure I know where this is, I've just never gone in there for the quest. I don't think it's here, but I'm going to clear the map out anyway. I'm pretty sure it's sort of over here way. I may actually take the next rift gate. These things have way too many hit points. Yeah, looks like it's time to move on a bit. This might actually not be far enough, I think. From memory it's like down here, so we'll go to the next portal. And I think it's sort of down here and on the left. I think it's this one, Tomb of Korvaak. Yeah, there it is, there's a little star. So I don't think I've ever actually been in this tomb. I've always just ran straight past. I've very rarely done Kaimon, and never on a character that made it this far in hardcore. This is all new to me. Having said that, it's all just more Chthonians. Hopefully there'll be something big and nasty at the end. Might move the health bar a little bit. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There's Honoured with the Outcast. Achievement unlocked, Servant of Empyrean, which is revered with Kaimon's Chosen. So there you go. First time I've ever been revered with Kaimon. And we're going backwards. Forsaken Spirit Tome. We're going to do that for sure. See, we found a bit of a fan club here. Alright, let's keep heading towards that totem, and hopefully we can figure out if there's another door going down to another level, or wherever it is I need to go. I can hear shooting. Okay, it's undead. So is that the Chthonians are shooting the undead, maybe? We get anything fun? Not really. Vortex Stone. Icano Weave Cord. Yeah, not really. Okay, that's fine. Eat that. I guess we keep heading north-ish? I saw more monsters up this way, so we'll just keep going until we run out of stuff to hit. Oh, here we go. Harvall the Earthshaker. Are you who I'm here to kill? I don't think so. There's no star on the map, so I don't think I need to kill him. Mark of Harvall. Oppressors. Hey, that actually looks really good. For, like, if you were doing a physical spin to win build, that might be pretty good. A metal. I wonder how much of that, I guess the physical damage to Loghorrean via his might is going to be the MI, and then the +3 to Tectonic Shift and maybe the Guardians or something is from Oppressors. But not a bad looking amulet. There's a crypt entrance, I think maybe that's where I need to go. Let's see where it goes. Oh, did I just do a complete loop and just come out? Huh. Okay, I think that was the exit. Search for the Eye of Korvaak. It's probably something really stupid, like, you know, click on one of the tombs back here, and I just didn't do it. That's alright. I'll find it. More Chthonians.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, there's more of it down here. Is this the end of it though? Okay, so I've revealed the entire map. I didn't see any stars on the map at any point. What am I missing? Tomb of Korvaak, and I'm looking for... Hidden behind a false wall. Look for a torch that has lost its flame. Okay, so I'm looking for a torch. That's not lit. There's one that's lit. Okay, it's got to be in here somewhere in that section, I think. There's 3 blocked off sections here, so I'm guessing it's either this wall, or this wall. Probably this one. Okay. Ah, here we go. Beautiful. Now I guess we see how deep the rabbit hole goes. A lot more yellow names on these, so these guys are these are the big boys. These ones are not messing around. Okay. So I guess we just keep bashing our way through these, and there'll be a chest of some sort up ahead, perhaps, or someone to kill. Or an ancient sarcophagus. Oh, hello. Sharanatu, Harbinger of the Void. He's going down pretty quickly. Alright, there we go. The Eye of Korvaak. Done. Open the chests. That's interesting. Some Forgotten God stuff. I wonder when they put that in. Or maybe it was there the whole time. Right, we are done. We'll go back to Zora's Bastion, turn this in, and then move on to the Necropolis. Alright, that's it. Just gonna vendor this junk. I'll have a look at the revered. Actually, how are those boots? Much less armor. Retaliation boots, no good. Yeah, I'll have a look at the revered faction stuff for these guys. What do we got? I imagine, yeah, it's all too high level, but Fizz resist, health. Yeah, it's not great. I don't think any of this is worth using. Nope. That's a gun, I don't want that. These could be good though. Rings, amulets, I think I've already got those though. In armor. The Demon Bane powder is probably the only one I use. But for now, none of that's really too exciting. What do we got left? Secure the inner Necropolis Rift Gate. So we'll go there. There'll be the last shrine we need will be on the way. I will pick that up, and then after this episode I will have a look at where the points are supposed to go, and I'll put them where they need to be. And then that'll be one of the first things to discuss in... What are we up to? Number 28? Episode 28 next?
Yeah.
It's kind of looking like there'll probably be around probably 40 episodes before we hit level 100. I'm guessing there, of course, but it seems to be heading towards that number. I may have gone the wrong way here. I know for the Necropolis, at least the first section, pretty much no matter where you go, as long as you keep heading north, it's going to funnel you to where you need to be. And I know the... oh, that's a shrine. Forsaken Aether Warped. We'll go do that. I know the... what are they called? Devotion Shrine is right near the Warp Gate, or the Rift Gate, so... we will get there in the end. So just keep heading north. Okay, what did we get? Shroud of Illusion, Legendary Chest Armor, caster stuff. Padala's Will is a Necro offhand. No good for us. Alright, we keep heading north. This little symbol here, the smith, who we don't need for anything right now. We'll come back towards the middle a little bit, and then go back to heading north. Here we go. I see the shrine now, which means the rift gate shouldn't be too far behind it. Probably appear up here somewhere. Right. Here we go. I swear these Chthonians are like cockroaches. You can kill one and 3 more of them pop up. Alright, another blue to chuck on the pile of iron bits in waiting, and a whole bunch of rares. And that is 55 out of 55. So just for now, we'll take that and put it on, I don't know, Smite. What is this actually? 1 second duration. Okay, so it's a damage proc with a debuff attached to it. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it on Smite. I'm pretty sure that proc will not end up in the final build. I seem to remember him, the coyote who wrote the guide, I seem to remember him saying, like, you take that whole constellation except for the proc. Alright. Clear the rift. We're gonna get the blood wagons, I think now. Blood carriages, maybe. We'll go say hi to the Loghorrean. Alright, there we go. Dead Walker footpads. Not for this build. Okay. Took me long enough, he says, after having stepped through the portal, having fought nothing. Right. Yeah, blood wagons. And there should be another totem up here somewhere as well. So we'll get that too. Where is my blood wagon? They're always in the same place and I can never find them. Okay, I know there's one sort of over this side somewhere. I just have to go find it. There it is. think the fastest way to get to the next one is under this particular bridge. Should be over this way. There is one there. And one here. Yeah, okay, cool. And this is where the totem is too. Nice. Alright, wagon gone. What is that one? Only Forsaken. Where do they hide all the ancient ones? Blue guy. This guy, Arcane. Come here. Alright, I get to keep my buffs, which is nice. Turn the loot off so I can see. And done, beautiful. Some more blues. Honed Conqueror, what is that? One-handed sword. Alright, so a bunch of stuff to sell. And one recipe learned. Here is our last wagon. I would have thought we would have read that in normal. Maybe it only shows up in Elite. Okay, let's go say hi to the Loghorrean. Potential exalted chest up here somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, we'll stop the summoning of the Loghorrean. So we're about half an hour into this video. I think we should be able to stop the Loghorrean and then call that an episode. As I said, we'll make this one a little bit longer, try and kind of make up for that 17-minute video the other day. Having said that, I don't really know how any of you want to listen to me waffle for half an hour, let alone 45 minutes. But, you know, hopefully someone's getting some enjoyment out of this. Still just a Forsaken totem. A little bit disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. I think my poison res is low enough that I'm probably going to go back to town and get a resistance potion for it, because the Loghorrean does his, like when he vomits on you, it's poison, and I think I want to have the capped resists for that. There's probably a, one of the factions we have it on it probably has an augment that'll cap that resist, but I'm not sure which one it'll be, or if I actually have enough reputation for it, but that's fine. Potion will do the job for now. Let's see if we can't get there a little quicker. Green Slug Boy is going to be outside the door again. Here's another shrine. We'll go see what it costs. As I say, they drop loot. I think they drop loot similar to an ancient totem, but they definitely drop loot similar to a totem. So, we'll see how much it costs. Oh, is this just a fight one? Oh, beautiful. So anything that's a fight, absolutely activate it. Kill a few monsters, get a whole bunch of loot. Can't possibly lose. I mean, unless you die. But, yeah, we don't think about that. Well, maybe it's just a regular totem worth of loot then, because that was a little bit disappointing. I'm probably not going to go... we'll see if the door's open. Maybe I will go get that chest. So just here, you get a loose torch. Opens the secret door, lets you in. Get the loot. Absolutely not worth it. But that's fine. Every little bit counts. Alright. So we're coming up on the door to the next level, which means Green Slug Boy is going to be there. And he does a decent amount of poison damage as well. So I'm going to kill this pack, and I'm going to go get a poison resist potion. That should last until the Loghorrean. Hopefully I don't have to craft one.
Got something you need stashed?
Alright. Not the jelly, there we go, that one. I'll take 2 of them. Just in case it falls off, but it should be fine. Okay, there we go. We'll go dump all this in the bank. Decent amount of pots there. Those potions are actually really, really useful. Especially once you get into ultimate and the monsters start stripping your resistances. If you don't have it overcapped by enough, just chug a pot and you'll be fine. Okay, where were we? Oh, missed a few. There's my pot. Let's go. Poison resist now, 18% over cap, so we are going to be fine. Dawnguard gauntlets, that could be useful. No, they're definitely not. Okay, here's Bane Galgalore, Guardian of the Gates. What is he doing? 25 reduced physical resistance, saps strength and fixed vitality damage, and poison damage every second. Yeah. Not a huge amount of poison damage every second, but I mean, you can see my health bar is moving. And if I didn't have that poison resist potion, it would be moving more, so... just looking at my stats. I guess I already got that particular lore note. Alright, so the area we want to go to is roughly northeast. But how we get there is a little bit up in the air. Oh, I see a star. Yeah, we can kill him. Who is it? Ny'kazul, the Maw of Fire. Okay. No problems. No problems at all. Well, that's a problem. I guess we're going back. Successfully wasted my Vias Mine on that doorway. Moved a grand total of nowhere. I guess that sand is the proc from Azrakar? Is it Azrakar? This one. Yeah, Azrakar. Shifting sands. That looked pretty cool. Shows up nicely in the dark too. Alright, 68. We keep pumping the bar. So what we're after is this. And then might put a few points maybe in that. I can't remember. So we're getting close. We've gone the wrong way. Found a dead end successfully. Done that a couple times now. This place is a maze. Okay, here we go. So I can see the door there. There's the one guy standing at the front of it with his pet harbinger, this guy here. Bloodlord Thelunus. Kill him, then I'll kill his friends, assuming they don't just die like that. Alright. How's our pot going? Still got a while on it. I think we just go kill him. Let's do it. So you're watching again in his mouth. When you see the this go green, you don't want to be standing in front of him. Right? So he's gonna puke all that rubbish out. You don't want to be standing in it. Okay, I'm just gonna kill his friends. Again, watching for the green in his mouth. There it is, we're running away. Green, we run. Oh, looks like we hit a phase change just when he was gonna puke on us. So he's missing a few bits now. You can see there's covered in cuts and missing tentacles and such. I just completely stood in that poison vomit, and apparently it didn't make a difference. So there you go. Okay, pop the troves, get our loot. Probably nothing too fancy. Crushing Will, that sounded interesting. Offhand, suddenly I'm not interested. Loghorrean shoulders from memory are pretty good. Ellie res, Pierce res, Fizz res. They're actually not bad. If they were more sort of physical focused instead of lightning focused, they would actually be really good. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so we head back to Fort Icon, turn all this in, get our new purple item from Inquisitor Creed, and then we head to Malmo.
You've returned, so are great.
A purple item is the Mark of Unlife, another pet item. Actually, that's not too bad. That's a heal, a bunch of crowd control resistance whenever you go below 35%, plus maximum resist, maximum all res as well, or maximum Ellie res. Okay, what do you have in mind? I'll head to Ugdenborg. Yep, very nice. Okay. Let's throw all this in the bin. Actually, I'm going to... What is that? Elemental resist, vitality resist. Nah. I'm gonna blow that up with the dynamite. Get the crafting materials. Go do that now. Dismantle, purple, go. So 6 scrap and bindings of Bismail. Seems to want to give me pet stuff lately. Since we're here. Okay. That's the notes quest. I'm not going to do that just now. Where are we up to with Devil's Crossing? Halfway through on it. Okay, cool. Well, that'll about do us for episode number 27. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.